I met Sana when I was 26. She was beautiful, confident, and had a way of making everyone around her laugh. I wasn't rich back then, just a hardworking man trying to build my business from scratch. But I loved her with everything I had, and when we got married, I thought I'd finally found happiness. For 12 years, I worked day and night to give Sana the life she deserved, or at least the life I thought she deserved. I bought her a nice car, designer clothes, and eventually, our dream house. But despite everything, she was never satisfied. I started noticing little changes: late-night girls' trips, secretive phone calls, and a coldness in our marriage that wasn't there before. But I brushed it off, thinking maybe I wasn't giving her enough attention, until one night. The wedding ring incident happened. It was a Saturday evening. I had planned a romantic dinner at home, just the two of us. I cooked her favorite meal, opened a bottle of wine, and thought we could reconnect. Halfway through dinner, she put down her fork, looked at her hand, and said something I'll never forget. "This ring," she sneered, "is so cheap. I should have married someone who could afford better." Before I could react, she took off her wedding ring, the very one I gave her when I promised to love her forever, walked to the bathroom, and flushed it down the toilet. I just sat there, frozen, staring at her. "Why would you do that, Sana?" I whispered. She rolled her eyes. "Because I deserve more than this mediocre life you've given me." That's when I knew something was wrong, not just with the ring, but with her. Over the next few weeks, I started investigating quietly. I checked phone records, social media, and even placed a small tracking device on her car. What I found shattered me. She had been cheating on me for months, and not just with anyone, with our wealthy neighbor, Imran. The same man who came over for barbecues, shook my hand, and called me brother. I didn't confront her immediately. No, I wanted proof. I wanted to destroy her carefully built world the way she had destroyed mine. One night, I followed her car. She drove to Imran's house, parked outside, and walked straight in. I waited in the shadows, my heart pounding, my hands shaking. 2 hours later, she came out, fixing her hair, laughing on the phone. That was the night I decided I wasn't just going to leave her, I was going to break her. First, I met with my lawyer. Thankfully, every asset, the house, the cars, the business, was under my name. If I proved adultery, she would walk away with nothing. My lawyer smiled and said, "Collect the evidence. Let her dig her own grave." So I collected everything: photos, texts, call logs. I even recorded a video of her entering Imran's house late at night. Then I planned my revenge. 2 weeks later, I invited Sana and Imran to a small business dinner at our house, pretending I was introducing Imran to a potential investor. I also invited both of our families, making it look like a celebration. Sana showed up dressed beautifully, acting like the perfect wife. Imran came too, pretending to be my supportive neighbor. Halfway through dinner, I stood up and said, "Before we continue, I have a little surprise for everyone." I turned on the projector. One by one, photos of Sana entering Imran's house flashed on the wall. Then came screenshots of their messages. "Last night was amazing." "He's so boring." "Imran, you make me feel alive. I'll leave him soon. I just need you to promise me a better life." The room went silent. My parents stared at her in shock. Her parents buried their faces in shame. Imran's wife, who I had secretly invited, gasped loudly and stood up, tears streaming down her face. Sana's face went pale. This isn't what it looks like," she stammered. "Oh, it's exactly what it looks like," I said coldly. I looked at Imran and added, "You should probably call a lawyer too, because your wife has all the evidence as well." Imran's wife slapped him across the face and stormed out. My family followed. Sana dropped to her knees, begging me to stop humiliating her. But I wasn't done. The next morning, I filed for divorce. With the evidence I had, the court sided with me instantly. Sana walked away with nothing, No house, no car, no alimony. I even froze our joint accounts before she could touch a single rupee. Imran's wife filed for divorce the same week, taking half his assets. His business reputation collapsed when word of the affair spread, and his investors pulled out. Sana called me every day for weeks, crying and begging for forgiveness. She said she had nowhere to go, that Imran had abandoned her, that she made a mistake. I never answered. It's been 3 years since that night. My business is thriving, and I'm in a healthy, loving relationship now. Sana, on the other hand, works in a small clothing store, barely surviving. Every time she sees me in public, she looks away, ashamed. That cheap ring she flushed? Turns out it was worth far more than she ever realized, because it represented the loyalty, love, and trust she could never afford, and I took it all back.